Should I just download it? I'll do that. I normally put it in a presentation, or maybe I don't. Or maybe that's the PowerPoint. Maybe that's it.
Are you enjoying us yet, Tara?
This is the best ever because it's totally me.
Okay, hold on. What do I do? PDF print?
No. You should have a presentation option.
Why does it not?
I don't know. I guess if you download PDF print, you can just pull that up.
Right? I'm sorry, guys.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Our recognition real quickly.
Oh, so pulling it up on there?
Yeah.
Beautiful. See?
That's a good question.
All right. Can I share now?
Yeah, you should.
Oh,
be.
you are recording. Yikes. Sorry. I think you are. Whoops.
There you go.
All right, Sarah, you want to start it off?
Sure. So we wanted to recognize May because we didn't get a chance to on our previous team call. So we have a few May rock stars. We have Dina, we have Cheryl, and we have Michelle. Dina added a coach, hit Success Club 2. Michelle had Success Club 2. Cheryl had Success Club 2. So awesome job, you guys, in May.
Alrighty. So my team, you guys rocked it. Melissa was at Success Club 8, and I think actually after this went to 10. Emily signed up, and the same day signed up 2 more people, which was awesome. Alyssa is rocking it, and she actually made her husband Emerald last month, which is exciting. Mariah is doing great things and hit Success Club 2 and quit her job and is now coaching and doing a flooring business, which is fun. Danielle was a brand new coach and got herself to Success Club 2 right away as well.
Giddy up. Good job, ladies.
So these are new coaches that were added for both of our teams. We kind of have it set up, Imagine Tribes on one side, if you guys can tell, and then Passion to Thrive is on the other. It's a lot of new coaches, and this is from June. So we're now moving on to June. So welcome if any of you guys are on this call. Success Club, we still have a lot of the month of June left, but Michelle and Melissa are rocking it with Success Club. Again, you guys can totally still get on this board if you're not on this board yet. There's plenty of time, and we're about to do a big launch, so that's really exciting too. And we just had the Shakeology today, so that's really exciting. If you guys have not ordered, you should. It's going to be amazing. All right, Sarah, do you want to introduce Tara?
All right. So if you guys don't know who Tara Bialik is, then she is absolutely, absolutely amazing. She has been my mentor for 5.5 years now. She's a 15-star diamond elite coach. It's just rocked her business from the very, very beginning and inspired me. I didn't know Tara when I started this. I just kind of went, oh, I want her life, and jumped in with her. So without further ado, Tara, take it away.
Yay! You guys are the cutest. I love that. Thank you so much. That was so nice. Wow, you guys are really doing amazing, and you have great leaders leading you, and I love that they paired up together. It's such a good fit. I feel like they balance each other well. So be excited because you do have great leaders, and you don't always get that in this business. So I'm going to talk about Emerald today. I wanted to first, well, I'll be probably asking some questions because I just had a great idea. This is the thing in your business, and I want to say this. I used to get my best ideas in the shower or working out. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe my head was clear and things were just creative ideas. Now, this is what I just want to say first. Do not be afraid to try them, because some worked well and some didn't. But the ones that did work well, I was like, wow, okay, this is super creative. I don't know where it came from, but I'm so thankful that I have it. And it helped me grow my business to the next level. So really try, you don't have to do things like everyone else. Like if something comes into your mind, like, wow, this could totally work. Let me try it. If it doesn't work, you throw it in the garbage and you do something else. So I want you guys not to just be like robots, right? And just do what you're seeing someone else do. Cause like you can take something from the National Wake Up Call from one person and that really vibes with you. And then something someone else says, and that you don't have to do your whole business like a single person. Okay. So that's what I really love about this business, that there's so many different people doing it all different ways. And I just had this idea, and it has to do with Emerald, while you guys were talking, while you were doing the intro. So if you aren't aware of Emerald Rank is adding one coach to one leg and another coach to your other leg. So you're personally sponsoring two people. Now, when I first started, my coach, she was sent me an email, like a new coach email type of thing. But I didn't even talk to her until after I hit Emerald. Why? Because she was busy with life and all this stuff, right? But she sent me the what to do in a video, and I was like, well, if this is what you do to be successful, I'm going to do it. I don't know what it means. I don't have the money to sign up my spouse, but if I could make the money back, my husband will be happy. So that was what happened. I was like, if this is what I need to do, I need to do it. And you know what? When I added my husband, it was kind of like all right, Tara, like this is not a game. You're adding another person. You're paying for them to be added. You're not going to fool around with this. You're not going to waste your money because you don't have money to waste. So I added my husband. Then I said to myself, who out of any of my friends or family that trust me would want to jump in with me? And honestly, I was scared to talk to my friends, but I did it anyway. I was scared to ask my cousin, but I did it anyway. And she was like, oh, 100%, I will support you. What do I have to do? I'm like, you are going to love this. You're going to benefit from this. She stayed with me for like 3 years, and she was on Shakeology for 3 years. So like, I mean, this can help people, and it is very simple to get to Emerald. And if you can get to Emerald, you can get to Diamond, because Diamond is just Emerald a few more times. You know what I'm saying? So why do we want to get to Emerald? Number one, I truly believe it opened your business. It's like you're not just, you're investing in this business, $140 when you sign up, or $160, whatever challenge pack you got. But when you get to Emerald, it's almost like, okay, I'm serious. I've also invested a little bit more. I'm opening my doors. If you were a brick and mortar store, you're opening your doors for business. It's not just about you now. Okay, you have someone else on board. Another person is counting on you. Emerald is the beginning of your business. You can't grow in this business unless you get there. You are throwing money away. You are throwing money away unless you're there. Why do I say this? When you keep putting orders through yourself, like say you're selling a Shakeology here, and you're selling someone a challenge pack, and then you're selling maybe an Energize, and it's all going through your account. Yes, you get the commission, but you know who's benefiting from your volume? Not you. It's your upline, whoever's above you. So when you're placing those orders through a spouse or whoever is, like, you always want to go low, right? So whoever is underneath you, like, I would definitely sign up someone that you love and care about, and that is either a spouse, a sister, a mom, someone that you could put orders through. You will get their commission, and you will benefit from Team Cycle bonus, and that's the volume that you're putting underneath them. Everything I buy goes underneath me. It doesn't go in my account. It goes, now I have second business centers, but it would always go through my husband's account. everything, because now I'm benefiting from that volume. It's not just my upline. Okay. That's really, really important. And we have graphs to explain what that looks like, but just trust me on this. Once you're emerald, you start to team cycle. And what that means is that you're actually building up a savings account for you in the future in this business. So once you become emerald, you have one coach on either leg. One of your legs is going to be your strong leg, and it's going to continue to grow without you doing a lot to it, because your upline is going to add a coach, then someone under your upline is going to add a coach, and so you're going to see some growth there. Okay. Once you start putting orders through your husband or your mom or whoever's on this side, and it's on that weak leg, once that volume gets up to 100, you team cycle. So you'll make, 16, 18, depending on your rank, $16 a cycle. It adds up pretty quickly as you grow your business. Okay. And once you're emerald, all that strong leg volume that you're not being able to cycle on stays in a savings account for you. It stays there. So once you grow that other leg, you're going to be able to pull from that, and you'll get more team cycles, and your income will grow as you go on in this business. So it is so important, because you can't build that savings account until you're emerald. It's nothing there, nothing's saved. No, even if there's coaches put underneath you and you see some coaches on your strong leg, you're not saving a dime. Like, it's all going in the garbage until you're an emerald coach. So that's why it's so emerald is the most important rank, most important by far, most important rank you can get to, because that's where the true money comes. That's where it comes from, is that team cycle bonus, the volume. That is where the residual income comes. And it's not just you hustling your butt off making commission money. Okay. That happens in the beginning, hustling, making commission, but your volume starts to grow, and then your team cycle bonuses start to grow. So, it also not only creates more income for you, which, guys, let's be serious, that's a huge reason why we're joining. We want an opportunity. This is a great business opportunity, right? The more people we help, the more our income grows. But it also, it's the start of your team. Now, when I started my team, it was my husband and my cousin. Neither wanted anything to do with the business. I didn't get a business builder until I was past diamond, past 1 star, because my husband was that 1 star. So, like, honestly, if I didn't sign my husband up right away, I wouldn't have been able to retire from teaching when I did. Now his account, the amount of money it makes, because he's up there in the top of my downline, is the reason why I was able to retire. The reason why we were able to move down here, and I was able to retire him from his teaching job. Like, that is it. If we didn't have his account, that wouldn't have happened. So it's very, 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 this is why I'm so passionate about this. I'm not just telling you to do it. It doesn't do anything for us. Like, if you got to emerald and then you let it go, it's not going to do anything. Like, it's for your business. It's the best way to build volume and income for you. Okay. Because you could put all the orders through yourself, and your upline is still going to, benefit from it. So this is just the best way to build your business for you as an individual. Okay. It creates a team, because you start with a team. Like, you might not have people building underneath you as your emerald people, but guess what? Who is held accountable for them? You are. So it starts to build your confidence in this business. You can help one of them, whether it's your sister, your cousin, your best friend, that's in your, help them see results. Then what do you have after that? You have a before and after. You have a testimony of how great of a coach and how great of a leader you have been to that person. They could write something up about you. You can put it on, like your email you would send to people, or you could put it on like a little graphic where it's like testimonies, like what have they seen while working with you? You could send that to your you know, future customers, when you're having conversations with them, when they're like, okay, what do you do? Here, let me send you something. This is what the last 2 clients I helped said. Like, that's really powerful to have. And I said that to a couple people in the beginning, you know, a couple of my friends. I'm like, listen, I need you guys because I need to have testimony so I could build this business. So when you see results, which they wanted more than anything, they wanted to feel better. They were new moms, you know, I said, I need you guys to write up a testimony of what you found. How did it work for you? Maybe a picture. They gave me pictures, but their heads were cut off because they don't want to be known, which is fine. But like, so that's the thing, you know, and some of my friends said no, but guess what? A year later, 2 years later, they came around. So they're going to come around, but they're only going to come around when you're consistent and when you're showing up. And when you're always that one that's there, you're not a quitter, right? Because there's always people you see in your news feeds and then you don't see them, and then you see them and then you don't see them, but they will always come around if you're always showing up and you're there. You're also going to be thrown leads. So when you're Emerald and you're hitting Success Club, leads are huge now. You know how huge they are? Because people are home and they want to work out at home. Huge. Where in the future, you could hit Success Club with people that you didn't even sign up. They were people that are leads or people that have joined you a long time ago and only for a free trial. But a lot of times leads will buy something. They will buy something, not right now, but it could be 2 months from now. It could be 3. It could be a year. A lot of my Success Club points as I have grown in this business are from leads. It's like, that's crazy. And I'm getting the commission and all of that. So leads are really, really, really important. And then when we have launches, you can email that. Like you could text them. There's different ways to communicate now. And I think texting for me and then Facebook messaging works the best. So these are free customers. And think about it. How many people were at home the past 3 months looking at and watching infomercials being like, can't go to the gym and this Beachbody thing looks pretty good. I might as well try it now. So that's huge. You're going to get leads. You're starting your business. You're banking volume. You're creating a savings account. It is basically opening your business, and it is a must. Now, if you're a new coach, you can get there in a day. And I would actually recommend you getting there in the first week for sure. You are running on momentum. You are excited. If you have before and after pictures, share them. If you've been in a challenge group, share how beneficial it was. You know, like there's so many things you can do to get there. You have a list of people that trust you and love you. For sure. You have people that you've grown close to through the years, your best friend, your sister, your cousin, your mother. I got my mom signed up. My mom, I was like, Mom, you need Shakeology. She's like, no, I don't. I'm like, oh girl, and then she started to get them and she wasn't even drinking them. I had to like make her. And then she started drinking them and she's like, oh, nice, feel a lot better. You know, only took her, and it took my mother-in-law 2 years. But anyway, they love it now. So it does take some people longer, but here's the thing. If we don't ask, we'll never know. So don't be afraid to ask. We have to get away from this. I just don't want my friends to think I'm trying to sell them something. You need to do this with them. So you're going to say, you're doing this with me. This is how I talk. I don't know about you, but I'm real with my friends. I'm like, you're going to do this with me. We're going to have fun. I'm going to keep you accountable. I'm going to be up your rear end and you're going to see results. So let's do that. So help me out. You're going to buy a challenge pack. If you don't like it, we'll send it back. But like, this is going to be the start of you're always complaining about this. We're going to do this together. You're always asking me what I'm doing. We're going to do this together. Stop complaining and just do it. And, you know, and a lot of them joined. A lot of them were helping me get to Diamond where I needed to be next. But Emerald is the start, and it is a must. You are not going to waste your time hopping on team calls, doing some trainings, listening to people talk, doing some power hours, and not being an Emerald coach. That's BS, and it's a waste of time. You need to get to Emerald and then do your power hours, and you will grow from there. Once you hit Emerald, you're going to do it again. And then you're going to do it again. And then you're going to expand your market and do it again. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to start posting people's results that you've helped. You're going to start running your own groups if you're not already. You're going to start being a leader for your customers, discount coaches, and your business builders, just like Sarah and Amy are. You're going to do the same thing for your coaches, but it starts with Emerald. It doesn't start before that. So make a list, get there tomorrow, reach out to Amy and Sarah. They will help you, walk you through conversations, even if, you know, they're, whatever it is, whatever questions you have, they're going to be with you because they want you to know how to do it so you can do it again and do it again, because they've been there, done that. They've been there, done that. And the reason why they're super successful is because they're consistent. Really, the most consistent coaches on my team, they've always shown up, and that's why they're such great leaders. So you can learn a lot from them. But they didn't give up because someone quit. They didn't give up because they dropped a rank. They didn't give up because someone said no and that, you know, you're just trying to sell me something, you don't really care about me. They didn't give up because of those things, because that's all happened to all of us. It's a lie. It's a lie. And people say that because a lot of times they know what they need. They know that they need this, but they're too embarrassed to say yes. And they're not low enough in their journey to say yes. But there will be a time where they get there and they do say yes. And they'll thank you for reaching, following up. They're going to thank you for being on them. You listen to every national wake up call or every call that someone does and says, yeah, my coach asked me 3 times. Thank God she asked me a 4th. Or my coach asked me, 10 times. 10 times it took them to ask me. And I'm so glad I finally came to my senses and said, yes, don't be afraid to ask more than once. Sometimes it takes them that long. So, I mean, that's really it. Emerald is very, very simple, and it's very simple to teach once you can get there yourself. And it's a really great way for discount coaches to even get to Emerald. There's such perks in it where if a discount coach adds 2 coaches that are discounters, they're going to get their Shakeology for far less than $90 a month. They're going to get their $100, I should say. They're going to get their Shakeology. Let's do the math. If you're doing 15, 30, so like what, $30 off? Am I so off? No, 30, 60 bucks off. $60 off. So, I mean, think about that just by having them add 2 friends in your challenge group. Okay, so this is the idea that I had. Can someone, Amy or Sarah, do you know the customer price for the salted caramel Shakeology?
Like $75.
75. Okay, and then the coach price is
50, yeah, 56.
okay. Well, I'm just going to say 55 just for ha-has because it'll be easier for me because I'm not a math person. So here's the thing. Let's do this. 40. Okay. So this is my idea. If you have people that are customers, I would reach out to them. I would reach out to them, especially if they want this, the Shakeology. I'd say, listen, you could sign up as a coach for $40 and get this Shakeology for $55. So that's $95. They're a coach, okay? They might even get that $40 back because they have bought a challenge pack in the past. And it could be a challenge pack any time. It doesn't have to be a challenge pack with you, which is amazing. Like they could have bought a challenge pack 4 years ago and still get that $40 back. So then they're getting so now they're a coach and they could get any products for 25% off. And they will be able to get access to the new program coming out soon because they're a coach. So they'll have early access with that. So you can go with that. Like if you have longtime customers or people that have been around and they've tried Beachbody, be like, listen, girl, you should just totally sign up as a coach, $40. You could get the Shakeology that you've been asking me about, the salted caramel, right, for $55. And then you'll be first in line. I always say stuff like that. First in line to get the new program when it launches in July. And you'll be, before any other customer can get it, you'll be able to get it and try it. So you can kind of like talk, you're going to talk like that. Like you have to talk where you're doing them a favor, right? You're doing them a favor by getting them on board now, because they're going to get all these perks as coaches. And if they sign up as a coach and buy the Shakeology, the 12-pack, they will be active. So they will get you to Emerald that way too. So it doesn't just have to be a challenge pack. Or if you want to sign your spouse for $40 and get your Shakeology through your spouse, the salted caramel one, you can do that. That's a really great way to do it too. So that's just another option. I have lately been signing people up as coaches for $40, and then they've been buying products after that, like, you know, Energize, Shakeology. You know, a lot of people are doing bars, you know, so it doesn't have to be Shakeology. It doesn't have to be a challenge pack. They're still going to be active, and they're going to help you grow your business if they're not buying Shakeology. It could be totally two other things. I have lots of coaches in my downline that are active and they're not buying Shakeology. They're buying 2 things of Energize or Energize and collagen, you know? So, and it's beautiful because back in the day, we just had Shakeology. We didn't have anything else. And there's only more stuff going to be coming up out at Summit. So, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right. Does anyone have any questions?
So you're amazing. As you know, I know that. Like you're awesome. Like I'm like inspired. I want to hit Emerald today.
Let's do everyone. If you're not
everybody,
Emerald,
I know.
Let's get to Emerald this week.
Yeah.
If you are Emerald, let's do it again.
Yes. And it's one of those things, it's like everybody told me I had to do it and I didn't know why, but I was told I did. So I did. And now I'm benefiting. Like, I want you to talk for a second, Tara, about the difference between you and Mindy's, like how she waited to sign up her husband. Can you talk about that? Like why it was so important to have you sign your husband right away, like what that looked like?
Yeah. So when I signed up, TJ was right here. Okay. So then as this leg grew, I was putting all my orders through him. So I started team cycling more. And I actually got him to Success Club because it was benefiting me income wise to put everything through him rather than it was for me. So when I did that, he started just banking volume. So I got him to Emerald. He started banking volume right away. Right away, I started making money in his account. So I had 2 accounts that I was making money from. Mindy didn't sign her husband up right away. So what happens is when you're not making money from 2 accounts. You're putting all the volume through yourself. So you're only making commission at first. Okay. And if your husband is down here and there's some rock star coaches in between, your husband's business center isn't benefiting at all from it. Nothing. They're getting no volume from it. It's only going through you. So when your spouse is up here, you're both double dipping on whoever you put underneath. You're not missing out on those 5 coaches that could be in between that are killing it, you know, that you kind of was like, I'm scared, I don't want to sign up. And now they're down at the bottom and they're not getting any of the stuff. That's the reason why I was able to retire. That is the reason, because I had 2 accounts bringing in some good income. It wasn't just one. Okay, so it's like double dipping. And not a lot of network marketing companies allow you to sign up spouses. I think just recent, like Young Living does, I think maybe not spouse, it's even sister, I don't know. But a lot of network marketing companies do not allow that. So we are very, very lucky. All right.
The other part of that, even if you don't make them active, if you just sign them up so they have their spot, because if you're on a strong leg, you have all those people above you putting coaches down below, and the longer you wait, the lower they are. But if you just sign them up and they have that spot, then they're going to benefit eventually when you make them active.
Right. Yep. It's definitely worth the $16 a month for them to have that spot.
Well, and I was talking to Sarah like a couple weeks ago, but my husband's account is at Emerald. It was at Diamond at one point. I've got some coaches underneath there. Well, I have been working on my second business center and working on my mom's account, all this different stuff. All of a sudden I logged into my back office. I'm like, oh, he just made $250 and I've done nothing. But it was just from that volume of him just sitting there. And I feel I've been a coach for 4.5 years, and it all of a sudden like hit me like, whoa, his account can make $1,000 a month just sitting there as an Emerald. And like, that's not hitting Success Club in his account. That's just putting him in the right spot. And now I'm like on fire being like, hit Emerald, hit Emerald. Everybody needs to hit Emerald. You know, I mean, it does make a huge difference. And like, and even for me, once I hit myself to Diamond, then I was able to put him to Diamond. And then I put my mom on my other leg. And that's something to think about when you're signing yourself up for Emerald, is putting two people, like Tara was saying, it's your cousin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cousin and her husband. And so then she was able to build 2-star, even if you don't have a business building coach. Like I didn't have a business building coach until I was like 2.5 years in. And it's like a lonely road, but it's not, because it's like you've got a team. Even though you don't feel like you do have that team. And it makes a huge difference. Like now looking back, I'm grateful that I did that. You know, and I didn't know. I was like, oh, they told me I have to do this. Okay, I'm going to do it. And now I'm grateful that I did. You know, I mean, it definitely makes a big deal later. For sure.
Yes, it's huge. It's huge.
Mm-hmm. Any questions, guys?
Tina, you look like you have a question.
You're muted.
Hello. Because I have my daughters on either side of me, but I don't know that they're one. I don't know if Cameron, she's on my right and Riley's on my left. I don't know if they're in the right spots though. How do I know that? Do I just have to go in my back office and look and see? Like, you can't move them around. They're stuck where they are, right?
Right, no, you have them in the right spots. Cameron is on a super strong leg.
So where do I put orders in? Do I put them in which daughter?
The other one.
Riley. your
Riley, the
leg.
left?
You want to put it through your weak leg so that volume will match, not match, but will cycle with the strong leg volume.
Okay. So
Yeah.
anytime, even if I want to buy something extra, say for myself even,
Oh yeah,
Put it-
everything goes through.
order through Riley,
Yep.
on the left. And if it's just, I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I understand so I know where to put everything.
But you have to keep yourself active too. That is the thing.
Right. Yeah, I have like my Shakeology comes through me
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
See, I only put Shakeology through myself. Everything else goes through actually my mom because she's lower than Jimmy.
see, I think I have greens and Shakeology through me.
So I would move your greens to one of them.
So give them one of the greens and like somebody else the collagen.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's enough to make
It'd
it.
have to be more like to get that
Probably
50 PV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
greens and collagen together in one account.
Okay.
Do you not drink Energize?
Okay.
Do you drink Energize?
I do all the time.
Okay, I was like, I didn't hear you say Energize. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
So you could put like 2 through one, and then like greens and collagen through another, or beach bars or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and if your daughter on the strong leg wants to ever work her business,
Mhm.
she could get to Emerald and then just put people on her weak leg, and she would start making money right away.
I know I got her interested. They look.
I'd be interested to
great.
see what your strong leg volume is just sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay. But if I have anyone that just wants product, put it through Riley on my left.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Yeah.
I have someone that wants a challenge pack or to become a coach,
Yeah.
put it through myself.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
Any other questions? And this is just to maximize your income. You know, we want you to maximize it faster than if you were just trying to build yourself and, you know, put everything through yourself. You want to maximize the comp plan. And that's what we're trying to teach you, because that's the best way to make this a big business for yourself, you know, is that residual income. That's everything, where you're not, you get to go on vacation and you're still getting paid really well.
Forget all the time where to put people, where to put things.
And another thing I think to kind of think through, like I remember when I started up, I had this whole idea of like, oh, I'm going to try this for a year and see what happens. But like that, nothing happened in a year. I mean, for me, I mean, it did, but I mean, I was in love and wanted to move forward. But as far as like when things started happening, what I noticed was at that like 2 year, 2.5, because all these people that were telling me no, all the times I thought I was going to quit, then all of a sudden all these people have come around, and like it takes them time, but like showing up every single day is huge, you know, like, and even if you don't feel like you've got a good post or your stories suck, which I feel like that often, but you have to throw things out there because people are watching you. Like I just did a 21-day challenge group. It's horrible. Like I don't have a lot of people that are sharing in there, but I'm having people private messaging me, showing me their results. So I'm like, well, where have you been for these 21 days? You know, so it's like, you have to understand that even if people aren't responding, they are, you know, I mean, even Alyssa got shouted out by Autumn, like what, 2 weeks ago? That's odd, but you're showing up and you're sharing your journey and you're doing those hashtags and it's getting noticed, you know, even when maybe it doesn't feel like you are. I mean, it makes a huge difference. And so I just think that you guys have to remember that too. It's like, this isn't something you try for a year. It's like you're changing your lifestyle forever. Yeah. And so making that commitment to like, I want to do this for the long haul. And I think once you change that mindset, your whole business changes. You know, it's a big deal.
Yeah. And a lot of times, I mean, people are skeptical. So they're waiting for you to quit. Like everyone else that hops on Facebook and tries something out, she's doing this. And they're waiting. And like when you know, that's when they know that you're the real deal. And that's who they're going to when they need help, and they're going to need help because everyone does with wellness.
I mean, I have people come back to me after 3 years like, okay, I'm ready.
It's like, wait, what did we talk about?
Right now, I'm like, 2016? Yeah, I mean, and think about how long it took you to say yes.
Yeah. So true. So good. We're so lucky. Look at Melissa's little picture there.
She's laying in bed.
Melissa and Zach are all like high tech and fancy.
Yeah, I know. Oh, she's gonna speak.
I have my kids sleeping next to me. So.
Oh, nuggets. I love it.
Well, one. Finley, of course, is not yet.
All right.
Thank you, Tara. It was good to hear your voice again.
Oh, it's good to hear your voice.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Thank you for coming on and like speaking to it. Like it makes it's a huge deal. I mean, this is such a huge deal, and to know that you felt the same and did it, and like that, just because you said that's what you were told to do, you know, just doing that, and now watching the benefits is huge. It's huge.
Yeah, and sometimes not knowing why, you just do it. Like I didn't know how or why to get to Diamond. I just knew that was the next step after Emerald. So like sometimes we know too much, you know, and then we get all in our head about it. Like, oh, I can't do that. It's like, no, just, you know, get to Emerald and then let's do it again. And then let's do it again and see what happens and do it again. You know, it's like, just let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. Tara said get to Diamond. Okay. What do I do? Okay, done. Let's go.
Let's do it.
And then I remember Stacy going, how long have you been coaching? I don't know. 8 weeks. But it's just, and it's a new thing. Like you just have that mindset where like, okay, she told me to do this, so I need to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. So true.
My husband told me I can't, so now I have to.
That's true. Oh, look at Amy. Amy's like, I gotta go. Yeah. All right, guys. So I should see a bunch of emeralds, or on the boards this week, I should see Coaches Added by all of you guys.
For
All
sure.
right. All right. Sweet. All right, guys. I hope you have a great night.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Anytime. Bye,
Good
guys.
night, guys. Thanks for hopping
Bye.
on.